Hey everyone, it's 2026. Are you still making owning luxury brands your goal? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is 2026 and the internet at this time of the year for the past few years used to be inundated with my luxury wish list videos. The things I want to acquire for this year. But we do see a shift in the tides. Now, at one point, luxury was my goal. I was influenced by all these women on the internet who had all these Chanel bags and Louis Vuitton bags. And yes, I did work at Louis Vuitton for a short amount of time, and I was influenced. I was thinking that it would be the goal to have some of these bags until I saw the facade. So admittedly, I used to believe that it would be great if this shelf back here was what had at least one new Louis Vuitton, one Chanel, one YSL, maybe Hermes. I never really liked the style of it, but if I could just have one Prada and one Dior and one of each brand, that would make me happy. That doesn't make sense. Would look like a good collection, would make it seem like I have made it. Well, thank God I snapped out of that fog personally. So it is no longer my goal. Now, I know some of you are out there saying, oh, why not? I still love Louis Vuitton. That is fine. I'm not coming here with charts and data. This is my personal experience from being in the luxury world and walking away. So there are three things we're witnessing right now. The slow death of luxury or luxury slowing down, resale market slowing down. All of these things say perhaps oversaturation. How luxury markets get you to play this game that quite honestly, you're never going to win. And third, what there is to focus on in 2026 instead of chasing luxury brands. So let's get into it. So of course I keep up with the trends and the news and the videos, and everyone has been saying for a little while now, luxury is dead. Most recently, luxury resale is dead. Everything is out there already. Nothing is hard to get. Everything is oversaturated. To me, I look at this and think it's just literally a luxury reset. They are going back to catering to the customer that luxury brands were made for. Now, let me explain this a bit. There is a movie on Amazon Prime. It's called Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. Mrs. Harris is a housekeeper, and her aspiration is to own a Christian Dior dress that she saw in the closet of one of the ladies that she was cleaning a house for. So she saves her money and she goes to Paris and she is trying to buy this dress. However, you will see in the movie that she is not Christian Dior's ideal customer. She is not the rich echelon, and she wants to buy a red dress to which another client wants. So they agree to make her a green dress, not her first choice, but her second choice. And they agreed to because Christian Dior needed the money. Now, why am I telling you about this? Believe me when I say, if you are the average consumer at Louis Vuitton, the corporation, yes, it's a corporation, does not care that much about retaining your business. You see, they know that people are clamoring, saving, counting their pennies, putting it on credit to have their one Louis Vuitton bag, and maybe they'll come back next year or in a few years. So I know this might hurt some people's ears or egos. Not everybody is the ideal client at Louis Vuitton. They want you to feel like it because they want you to spend your money. We're not going to say no to taking money. I mean, who does that? But now who they really care about are the very important clients, also known as VICs. So we had a list in our little phones of the top clientele, and our task was to outreach to those top clientele, and it was a lot, like at least once a week. And when I say top clientele, these are people who have spent over $100,000 at Louis Vuitton in a calendar year. Now, I know this hurts some egos because you can go spend $1,500 at Nordstrom and be the VIP and be a rock star. If you take that same $1,500 to Louis Vuitton for one day, no one's going to bat an eyelash at you. Now, there was a second part to that. If there were new and emerging clientele who had the potential to spend money, who we could see had the potential to be a multi-category buyer, say they just walked in and spent like 5 to 10 grand, which is quite a lot. Those clientele would be fostered and nurtured more than the ones that we know were just kind of one and done. We are not going to see for a while. So what we've been seeing in the luxury world, of course, and it's no secret that there are price hikes every 6 months or so, to the point where a Chanel bag is over 10 grand. That seems kind of ridiculous. So when I worked at Louis Vuitton, they phased out a little pochette called the Favorite. That's price point was around $1,100, which they told us, client advisors, they do not want that entry-level price point. So the point of luxury is like exclusivity, be part of the club. They know that the ultra wealthy are not really going to bat an eyelash if they have to pay $2,000 more for that Chanel bag than they did a couple years ago because they have the money to do so. And this looks good on the corporation's financials because they are increasing their consumer spend per person. That looks very good, as opposed to gaining more market share from 10,000 people buying a $3,000 bag. They'd rather have a smaller amount of people buying a $30,000 bag. But anyways, you can just go to Fashion File or The Real or any consignment shop and find these bags in abundance. You don't have to play the game. Okay, so what is that game? There's two games going on here because we all know at Hermes, you have to spend a certain amount of money before you even qualify, before they even offer you a quota bag like a Kelly or a Birkin, and it's going to be in this color that it might be in chartreuse. Do you even want chartreuse? It might be in bright blue or bright pink. Do you even want that color? But somehow people convince themselves that I'm being offered a bag in a color that's not really me, but I'm going to think about if I want it anyways because I'm being offered it. But not just that game. There is a game out there that everyone plays. It's called Keeping Up with the Joneses. Wealth signaling and brand worshiping has become a thing. So now let me remind everyone that I used to think that I had to be part of this exclusive club. All of my friends had Van Cleefs. All of my friends have Chanels. Do I need to obtain one too? What can I do to get my hands on one? How much am I going to save? When am I going to buy one? So I can fit into this club. And I've heard these conversations. I have this necklace. It was so hard to get. I'm worth it. It was hard to find. I'm so lucky to have it. I had to jump through hoops to get it. It's so exclusive. It's so special of those Van Cleef necklaces. And I wonder in my head, what are they really talking about? What is really the goal here? I have asked my friends in person, why do you need it? Why do you think you need it? Why do you want it? And the answer is never concrete. It's often this. So let me find the answer in my head. Because most of the time there is no answer. Now, is it because everyone has it? It's the thing, it's in style, it's trendy right now. Everyone will know that I've made it or that I fit into a certain echelon. But now here's the irony of it. If everyone has it, everyone has the same thing, does that make you fit in or does that make you stand out? Because wasn't the point of owning something luxury to make you stand out or feel like you were above some other people? Or is it to express your personal style and fashion so that you have some individuality to you? But now if we're getting that bag and getting the necklace because everyone else has it, aren't we just doing it to fit in? So now we're overpaying for things to fit in, to look ordinary? Now to break that ordinary, you have to get the next product and the next thing. But you can't just get any bag from Chanel or any bag from Dior. It has to be approved by your peers and by social media. So then you start again and everybody has to acquire the same thing all over again. Isn't that a race, a game that you're just not going to win because something else is going to come up or someone else is going to have more or something better? Yeah, that's exactly what we witnessed, isn't it? Now, I'm not peeling back the other way. I'm not a minimalist at all whatsoever. I'm not a hermit. I'm not throwing away all my stuff. I am decluttering quite a lot. Obviously, I like nice things, okay? I'm not walking around looking homeless. And if the money is in my hand and I want to treat myself to something at the moment, I will most likely do it. That's totally okay. Right now, I'm speaking about making luxury things your goal instead of having concrete money goals. And the reasons why you have that concrete money goals, such as your personal finances, vacations, savings, those are wealth-driven goals. Louis Vuitton and Chanel are not wealth-driven goals. They may be a side effect of wealth or a symptom of wealth, but they are not wealth-driven goals. They're not investments. They do not create money for you. Even though they're sitting in your closet, you can sell them for money, but you put money in the first place anyways. I've talked about that before. The ROI doesn't make sense if you're using the investment excuse for buying one of these luxury items. They are fashion items that make you happier temporarily in the moment, and then they take up space in your closet. The same feeling can be achieved by anything else without having to spend the thousands of dollars. All right, so I have challenged myself, and join along if you wish, decluttering every single day, rotating my closet. Now, this is important as I'm decluttering, I'm finding things that I haven't even worn. So some of them are going to donation, and then I found, oh my gosh, I could actually have new clothes and new outfits if I just opened my own closet and rotated the pieces instead of just wearing this little percentage. There is so much we can do with our wardrobes now if we just use that creativity to put our things together instead of always feeling like we have to go out and buy something new to have that little dopamine hit. So stay tuned, I can help you with that. And it's going to free your mind of the comparison trap of the need for something new or the need to please someone else. Because they likely don't even care or know if you're wearing something new or not. So trust me, there are ways to have those happy feelings, those new feelings without going out to spend ridiculous amounts of money on your luxury goods. In a nutshell, these luxury brands are pretty much resetting to what they were originally created for. Nobody cry for them. Bernard Arnault is not hurting. He's still the richest man in the world. And I'm telling you from personal experience that nothing inside of you is going to change once you acquire that luxury good. And for me, the real goal is not for more stuff. It's actually to eliminate stuff. And as we move forward, I'm going to help you put together your things in ways that maybe you haven't even thought about so that you can find your own individual style and express your individual style without copying someone else on Instagram or this and that. Now, it's okay to be inspired and see someone, I like what she has. Maybe I'm gonna go ask her where she got that sweater. There are smart ways to do so. That's totally okay as long as I personally don't go overboard with putting more things in my closet that I simply don't need. So if you're tired of that luxury game and ready for a change, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And to my loyal viewers, I have started another platform off of YouTube. Don't worry, my channel is not going anywhere, but I have started a style channel on the platform called School. You can find it at school.com/stylemstyle, where I can have more personal conversations with you guys and show you how to look put together. So be sure to join me there. Thank you guys for being here, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.